The Chicago Bears, baby. Another victory for the beloved. Was it pretty? Hell no. Was it easy? Hell no. But did they win? Hell yes. Let's go, baby. Look, heading into that final drive, and we'll break down the entire game here, but heading into that final drive, I text you. You have to go for a touchdown here. You can't leave it on the leg of Cairo Santos. They did not listen to me, and they left it on the leg of Cairo Santos. And he hit the field goal. But man, was that tight into that.
Yes.
Man, I got to tell you, I was not.
It isn't a home game against the Saints that they barely won. So, when we were mad then, that made sense.
Yeah.
And the Saints were keeping it competitive in Soldier Field. This is an away game. That JJ McCarthy thing. Good luck with that, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, good luck with that. You're not that smart. There is no coach, I don't think, that can coach that quarterback. But good luck with it. Maybe it'll turn out good. I don't know. They're another NFC North team that falls ass backwards into a quarterback all the time.
Yeah.
They seem to always have a decent quarterback, but I don't know. That thing does not look good. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He looks like he reminds me of my evaluation of Colson Loveland. He could be an idiot. I mean, he has talent, but he could just be dumb. And in Colson Loveland's case, he's a tight end, so you almost have to be an idiot to be a tight end.
And if Carson Wentz is their quarterback in this game, maybe they win it.
Yes, I was thinking that. I was thinking if you were the quarterback in the game, they might win it.
I mean, I bet I have a better chance of hitting the receiver and not overthrowing him or underthrowing him. I'll tell you that much. Look, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack in this game for me, right? Like, first and foremost, I'll be the first one to say it. I'm going to be the first one to say it. I'm out on DJ Moore.
Oh, you just couldn't wait to be out on DJ Moore.
Dude, look, he doesn't finish routes. He takes a lot of plays off. And that drop on one of the final drives of the game, I mean, good God. Like, that's a first down to continue a drive. Luckily, I mean, yes, they convert on the next play, but that's a first down that hits you right in the pads, and it almost looks like you catch it, and then you volleyball spike it to the ground. Like, what? You're the number one. You're the guy who's complaining. You're the guy with all the body language. Anytime you're getting overthrown or underthrown, or you're not getting the ball enough, you're the guy with the body language. And then you do that? And you don't finish a route on an earlier play in the first quarter where Caleb has pressure in his face. First half, 13 dropbacks for Caleb Williams. 7 pressures. He has somebody in his face. DJ Moore beats his defender. Caleb sees it as a guy's coming in to hit him and throws the ball up because he thinks DJ is going to run through it. And DJ slows down and it's like, oh shit, the ball's coming and has to speed back up. Run your route. You beat your defender. Why are you slowing down? You beat your defender. That's when you should be speeding up. What are we doing? When the quarterback goes to make a throw, especially with pressure in his face, and he sees you have the defender beat, he doesn't know that you're going to stop and run a hitch. He doesn't know that you're going to stop and turn around and look for the ball. He's expecting you to be in a spot because he has pressure in his face. So he's throwing it to a spot. And when you slow down and you look back for the ball and you don't run through your route, when you beat your defender clearly, it looks like a bad play on the quarterback when in fact, it's a walk-in touchdown if you just complete your route. I am out on DJ Moore, man. He was a great wide receiver for about 8 years in the league. And I think that he's just hit his time. I think he's past his prime. And I don't think he's that guy anymore. I really don't. I think that he's a guy who should get 3 or 4 targets a game. And he should be a third option on most routes now.
You know who you didn't see? Zacchaeus. That's who you didn't see, who had one of the worst football games I have ever seen from a wide receiver last week. We didn't talk about it, but also missed a block that almost got your quarterback hurt at the end of that Giants game.
Yep. If you make that statement with Zacchaeus, you've got to make a statement with DJ Moore as well. I'm not saying you don't play him next week, but I'm saying you've got to severely dumb him down in this.
There's nobody left.
There's nobody left. You still got Rome, Colston.
I'm just saying, there's nobody left. He's got to be out there as at least a decoy, even though, like you said, I don't think he's a good decoy. I think there's been places where he has been underutilized and places where he's been utilized a little bit too much, like in the running game, weirdly enough, even though he is kind of like a running back. I think he runs hard. I do think he runs really good routes and gets open. I do think for some reason when Justin Fields left, he became a different person or something because he seemed like he had everything. He was even like a soft-spoken, really good wide receiver, which is like a unicorn in this league. And now he's like talking more and not running his routes, missing blocks, although he has had some good blocks in some of these games. I'm not ready to be out on him. He is a wide receiver who's had a lot of mileage. He's got a lot of mileage. I mean, he's running through guys on almost every play. I mean, he's not one of those wide receivers that's running out of bounds. That's why I like him. Could it be that, like you said, that he peaked and he's coming down his peak? Yeah, but that doesn't mean he still doesn't have good years. You need to get some time out of this guy. He's not having a great year to where you're going to get a good pick for him.
Then recognize what he is and play him in the slot. Let him be the check down guy. Let him be the last option on a play downfield. Let him be he can't be out wide. He can't.
I don't think
he's not a threat.
I think you need an off season for that. I don't think you can make Luther Burden one of your primary targets right now. And you're not going to make Zacchaeus put one of your
Why can't you make Luther Burden one of your prime targets right now? Luther Burden makes plays.
A rookie. I don't even know if he knows the whole route tree.
I mean, he's going to run it harder. He's going to run it harder than what DJ Moore does. He's going to be able to make guys miss. He's going to be able to outrun guys, stuff that DJ Moore
doesn't make guys miss. He's one of the better receivers in the league with his hands on the ball.
Not this year, he hasn't. Yes, over the course of his career, yes. But right now, no. I'm not talking about I'm not saying DJ Moore doesn't have a good resume. I'm not saying DJ Moore hasn't been a good wide receiver for his career. But right now, DJ Moore is not a good wide receiver. Right now, DJ Moore cannot be a number 1 or a number 2 on an offense. He just can't be.
Doubting Thomas had more mileage than Fitz's high school girlfriend.
What about Rick's girlfriends?
Stop.
Does he got more mileage than Rick's girlfriends?
Stop. You can't use it already.
I mean, I can. And I mean, I have a microphone in front of me, so I will.
From an earlier show. He's talking about my drunk alter ego.
Why do you have sunglasses on, by the way?
This is production value. This is my post-game outfit. I'm like in my post-game wear. This is what I do. This is what players do. Players do it and it's okay, but I do it and you have to yell at me.
First of all, you sound like my ex-wife now. I'm not yelling at you. I simply asked you a question. All I said is, why are you wearing sunglasses? You want me to yell at you? I can certainly yell at you.
You know what's funny is I'm in 2 separate family text things right now. And
speaking of family,
I'm more concerned about the suit jacket than what's happening. I want to look good. Have you ever seen the 80s? This is Don Johnson, baby. It's just the coat isn't white. I don't have a white coat.
I'm just going to let you know,
I'm in two
from one
different
friend.
texts. Can I finish my thought? I'm in
from
two
one
different
friend
texts.
to another. One friend to another. You're gonna need more than a suit jacket and sunglasses to look good. Just one friend to another. All right, so you're in two different family chats.
Yeah.
What about them?
Text chains. I put the post game show in both of them. This is like 8-9 people in both of them. None of them joined the post game show. They're bitching about the Bears on the text message chains instead of getting on the show and bitching about them, where they can do it. And at least
Did you write that in the text chat?
Yeah, I did. I just wrote it on one. I'm about to write it in another.
Be like, guys, there's a chat inside of our YouTube stream, our Twitch stream, our Facebook stream, our Twitter stream. You can put all of these messages in there, and we'll actually answer them and talk to you about them. Unreal. Guy wears the sunglasses, wears a suit jacket, wears a hat that still has the sticker on it, like he's from freaking 63rd Street. What is going on?
Yeah, and I talked, I mean, we took like 20 minutes, 20 minutes on the offensive line today, how good they're doing, and then they throw out a clunker like that.
Jules says, I don't know if you want that, Combs.
I think he wants it.
I learned long ago to ram it just right. You can ram it all day and ram it all night.
Handle the smoke. I'm one of those that I can handle the smoke. So feel free. Jump in the chat.
Quit crying. Wins or wins. I just said for 5 minutes at the beginning of the show that it's good. I'll take it. It's an away division win. I will take it any way it comes. I will bitch when the Saints come into town with Spencer Rattler, who doesn't even have pigmentation in his skin, and the Saints almost win.
It's Doubting Thomas. He just joined and just assumed that you were bitching about the win. He hasn't even listened.
No, he hasn't. It's hard to listen when you're 8 Labatt Blues in at freaking 4:30 in the afternoon.
What kind of freaking American is drinking Labatt Blue?
He thinks he lives in Canada, which he basically does at this point. I consider it Canada. Anything north of where I am now is Canada. Go back to Canada.
Fair enough.
But offensive line, not a good game.
Not a good game. Not a good game at all for the offensive line. But Caleb, man, look, I mean, Houdini. I tweeted this out during the first half. 13 pressures over half, or 13 dropbacks, over half of them are pressures and 0 sacks. I mean, people are telling me that this offensive line is better. Maybe Caleb is the reason why they look better. I mean, if you're only judging an offensive line on how they look by the number of sacks, I mean, a lesser quarterback is probably sacked 4 or 5 times in that first half alone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's basically what we said a lot last year, which he is doing better at, not losing as many yards, knowing when he should throw the ball away. I mean, he is learning and progressing. I just wish you could learn to throw the ball a little bit more accurately. I need more accurate throws, and hopefully that starts to come. It's great that you're buying time here. I think this is going to be a playoff team. I mean, at this point, as silly as it would have sounded just 2 months ago, this team is going to the playoffs. I mean, I don't see how they don't go 3-4. I just think Ben Johnson is just too competent. Caleb Williams, like you said, unless I don't even want to say it, but unless something happens to him, Caleb Williams is just too good with the ball in his hand. I'm having problems over here.
What is going on over there?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Oh my God. Oh boy.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
You have been alone in that house for a little too long, sir.
I'm a lonely guy. How am I supposed to watch this show every week and not drink? Well,
I mean, you could drink. I just think drinking Labatt Blue is the issue. It's your choice in beverage.
Jeremiah, I think as the confidence grows, that accuracy will come. He was really accurate in college. I will give him that. I think it will eventually come. Some of this is timing. It's I mean, all the things that have to go right in a play to where you're hitting your hitch and your back foot and the guy's right there and you're throwing at the same time. Sometimes the timing just isn't there on a play and it's really not his fault. But
Or yeah, when a wide receiver stops running a route. Like, that's what I'm talking about when you watch these games and then go back and watch the all 22s. You've got to watch who he's throwing to and how they run the route and then judge that throw, whether it's short, whether it's long. Why was it short? Why was it long? And how much of this is actually on him? How much of this inaccuracy is on him? Because from what I'm watching and what I'm seeing on tape and what I'm seeing during games is that it's about 60-40. 60% of it's on him. 40% of it is on receivers either not being in the right spot or not finishing a route or dropping a pass that should hit him that hits him in the chest. I mean, how many drop passes have we seen over the last 3 weeks?
it was 8 last week that I saw. I mean, they called it 6. It looked like 8. Today, I would say at least 4 that I saw. I mean, DJ 4 catching the ball and then like throwing it on the ground. That was a little bizarre. I don't know if I've seen that before. John says bear down. We know the Bears played, John. That's his comment. The Bears played. They won.
Bears played. Bears win. They fed Jameis a win, and he threw it up all over the end zone. He did. He had the ball in the red zone at the end of the game and threw an interception to end it.
Well, that's what I mean.
An interception where his wide receiver was nowhere around.
You could probably have. Yeah. You could have told me that before. You could have told me that before the game. Say you were predicting that, and I'd be like, "That's not even a prediction. Like that's what's going to happen. It's not even a prediction."
Yeah. No, it's tough. It would have been nice to see them beat Green Bay. We had all sorts of problems today. I mean, Love got hurt. Jacobs got hurt. Love came back into the game. I don't know if Jacobs returned to the game. But you see a lot of this stuff and you're just like, man, they could have had every opportunity to be 2 games up on the Packers. And the Giants had every opportunity to do that for the Bears, and they couldn't get it done.
No.
Couldn't get it done. And you see what the Packers are going through, and man, this team. Look, I watched Jordan Love. I watched a few of his passes today. I had Red Zone up on the other screen, and I'm looking at a few. I'm like, man, sometimes all he does is throw the ball up, and his wide receivers just make plays.
Yeah.
Like he is not a good quarterback, man. And I don't know what people are seeing when they say that he is. He's just not. And I'm with a lot of these Green Bay fans when I watch Matt LaFleur coach that are out on Matt LaFleur and want him to be fired. I understand where they're coming from, but I also understand Matt LaFleur coaching like he doesn't trust his quarterback to not lose the game, because I don't know how you can trust his quarterback to not lose the game, because he makes some really, really bad decisions, man. Some really bad decisions.
Weird decisions for a guy who a lot of the league still treats as like he's some kind of rookie. He's in his 6th year, people. John says Bears win. Would you shut up and like go back to work or like do something?
He's adding so much context to the show.
I mean, he really does. You have to hand it to him. Bears win. He's probably not even listening to the show. It's Bears win, bear down.
It's like when him and Mark took over the stage while we were watching the game a couple weeks ago, where they're just spitting gibberish and they don't really know what they're saying, and that's John in the chat right now. But yeah, when you're talking about the Packers, man, it's
them in here somewhere.
You watch it. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Hey, there they are. Yeah, that's what we dealt with that day. While we were watching the Bears game, these 2 buffoons are behind us with the headsets on. It was something. It was something. I do have the video somewhere too, by the way, which I'll upload that at some point so we can show our audience.
Well, I haven't really heard you say much about JJ McCarthy. You think he's the next Fran Tarkington or
JJ McCarthy? JJ McCarthy is not a valid NFL quarterback. JJ McCarthy is going to be bad. Megan TV. Combs wants all the smoke. I'm fine with it. No, I look, if you're hinging your hopes over the next 4 years on JJ McCarthy, it's gonna be a long 4 years, man. I mean, wildly inaccurate. Doesn't seem like he can throw a tight ball. It's his decision making seems okay though. I mean, if you can coach and teach him how to throw the ball, it might help. But he looked this way in week 1 when the Bears played him too.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't throw a forward pass for most of the game, and then in the fourth quarter found a way to lead them downfield for a couple of scores and win that game too. And he almost did it again today. But I mean, look, I'll say this too, man. It was only his 5th NFL start.
We've seen a lot. Yeah, true. We've seen a lot of bad quarterbacks run a 2-minute offense. Okay. We've seen a lot of bad quarterbacks. I'm from the land of bad quarterbacks. I've seen a lot of bad. I've seen Craig Krenzel run a pretty good 2-minute offense. Like it's just, you're just throwing at guys. You're making quick decisions. You don't have to do a lot of things in timing. You're just looking and throwing. Pretty much you're throwing to your first receiver. Maybe you're going to a second read and a guy's wide open in the end zone. You throw it 10 yards. Here's what I don't get about some of the broadcast teams in the NFL. Caleb Williams gets all the crap in the world for about a year and a half, and they go, he's got to, he's got to show what he can do. He's got to put his dues. He's got to run out his dues. He's got to be able to do this and that. And for people to respect him, he's got to play well. And then JJ McCarthy comes out there and has a clunker of a game like this. And they're trying to give every excuse in the world. Oh, yeah, look, his arm was moved a little bit. They're taking microscopic lenses to see if the ball was barely touched by Grady Jarrett. And it would have been a terrible pass anyway. What are you doing? It was a bad pass. And it barely got grazed and tipped. Who is holding? Why are we holding water for JJ McCarthy? He looks like a moron. He talks like a moron. I'm sorry. He's probably a moron.
It was the Tom Brady broadcast, and JJ's a Michigan guy, and Brady's a Michigan guy. So, I mean, Tom Brady's not good at his job anyway. Look, Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time. A terrible color commentator. But yeah, JJ's a Michigan guy. Brady's going to pump up a Michigan guy. It's just what he's going to do.
Mysterious and the Bears being 7-3 is Ryan in those sunglasses. Production value. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Jeremiah says the reason why Carson Wentz was out there with the shoulder folding off and JJ was on the sideline with an ankle boo-boo. I mean, I agree. I don't think that they trust him yet. You got to see what the kid can do, though. Dave Lawrence says you guys should do another show at Johnny's. Anytime Johnny wants to have us, we'll come over. It was fun.
Weird. It was a little weird. I was critical of a team that just came off of losing to a 1-5 team with their third string quarterback, and people were yelling at me in John's garage, which was a little weird.
And the Bears haven't lost since.
No, they haven't. Thank you. Now you want to commentate. I start talking about JJ McCarthy. You don't say anything. You say you're out on DJ Moore. And then
I'm sorry. We're doing a Bears post-game show. I'm sorry that I wanted to talk about a Bears player.
And you want to jump on that. Bears haven't lost since you were critical. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing
The
either.
Caleb hate is weird, guys.
We've
Are we
we've
even
lost it.
broadcasting anymore?
The Caleb hate is weird. Guy is a 2-time NFLPA Community Award winner and is never in controversy, but gets all the hate. He gets all the hate because he's the #1 draft pick, and people love to hate, especially on mobile quarterbacks. I think a lot of people love to hate on him because he paints his nails and he's a little weird. Look, I don't care what you do. I really don't. You paint your nails, do whatever you want to do. You're the #1 draft pick. Just win football games, and that's what Caleb is doing now. And anybody that keeps hating on that or keeps the weird Troy Aikman thing was super weird. You listened to the broadcast today. You thought it would have been JJ McCarthy who was the #1 overall pick that they're trying to protect. Like, I get all that.
Or
I don't
JJ
care, man. Just win.
Or first quarter comebacks. They had a stat up there that said JJ McCarthy, fourth quarter comebacks won. So
Yeah.
that's not even a stat.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? That's a stat for a bad player.
Especially when he's up against the guy who has the most in the league.
Yes. Santos kicked the game winner just inside the left upright.
Like, from the right hash.
Shut up.
From
Stop.
the right hash.
Talk about a guy who peaked. This is a guy who peaked.
You kicked it just barely inside the left upright from the right hash. That's look, I know he made the field goal, and I'm happy that he did. I don't understand how he can still be your kicker going into next week. I just don't. I don't know how he was your kicker coming into this week. I don't understand. The guy can't kick from and he made one today from over 50, and it barely cleared the upright from 54. Just barely cleared the upright from 54 yards, and that was his career long. In a league where a guy 2 weeks ago kicked one from 68, his career long was 54, and it just barely cleared the upright. You need a kicker with a leg, Bears. You have Jake Moody sitting there, and I understand Jake Moody had some accuracy issues in San Francisco, and I get all that. But I at least want a chance with a kicker. If I'm sitting on the 45-yard line and I know I got a guy with a leg, I've got a chance at making that field goal at the end of a half or at the end of a game when my offense can't get close enough. I have a chance. You don't have that with Cairo Santos. Not only do you not have that leg, but you also have the accuracy issues. It's like a quarterback who throws a lot of interceptions. I'd rather have a quarterback with a gun who throws 30 touchdowns and throws 20 interceptions than a guy that can't throw further than 10 yards down the field and has 1 interception. I want the guy who takes chances. I want the guy with the big gun. I want the guy who can go out there and get things done. And I'll take the every once in a while inaccuracy. But you have to go get a guy with a leg. You got to go get a guy with with a leg that gives you an opportunity and gives you a chance from anywhere on the football field, anywhere on the right side of the logo. You need that guy, and it's not Cairo Santos. I don't understand. I get it. He's a captain. I get it that, the guys in the locker room like him. But, man, if he hits that field goal earlier in the game, the game was over in the third quarter. Like, you've got to make these kicks, man.
That's messed up, man. Says Ryan looks like he should be singing "That's Me in the Corner." That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Isn't that how it goes?
Not quite. What a mug on John Fitzgibbons. Jesus.
He is Chinese.
4 for 5 today, Combs.
That means you got 4 things right.
I don't know. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. What?
Talk about being fucked up.
Are you talking about the kicks? Are you talking about Cairo Santos was 4 for 5? Because I don't think he attempted that many. Did he?
Well, he had extra point, I guess. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but what are your thoughts? Not trying to get a first down on 4th and 5. I sort of did want him to go for it on 4th and 5.
I did too.
There. I mean,
I did too.
That's a good point, Mike Fitz. I wonder whose family you're from. No, it is a good point because I mean, the analytics definitely said for them to go for it, and I thought you get the first down there, you probably win the game. Like the game's over. There were so many points where they could have just won the game, where they did it, and then kept giving the Vikings the ball back
on field goals. Well, that's great, Doubting Thomas. But now here, Doubting Thomas. Let me. Okay, I know you like your Labatt Blue. I get it. I get it. But I need you to listen to what I said 3 minutes ago, actually. But I'll repeat it just for you, sir.
That's not his strong suit.
I don't care that he's hit 4 or 5. I don't care that he hit the game-winning field goal. I need a guy that can kick from 54 without just barely clearing the upright. I need a guy that can kick it from anywhere on the field and gives me a chance. I need a guy with a leg. You need a kick. Your title of your job is kicker, which means your only job is to kick the ball. So if you have no leg, how can you be a kicker? My God, listen sometimes. I don't care that he made 4 or 5. I need a guy that can kick it from 60.
Yeah,
like Jake Moody can.
The trajectory on his kicks is just too low, man. And it always looks like it's about to get blocked and it like barely gets in there. I mean, I've watched this game before. It was not fun. When there's a double doink at the end of the season. Why are you smiling at that comment? Fitz looks like someone that just wound up on a list and might get suicided. You love it. Why are you laughing?
Because you do.
You want me to commit suicide.
Who just wound up on a list and might get suicided? No, that's not what he's talking about. When you get suicided, it means you get murdered, and they make it look like suicide.
Murdered and then, but still, my cause of death would be suicide. You wouldn't know any difference.
Oh, I would know.
Oh, wow.
Lack of pressure combined with injuries in the secondary makes for a scary combination moving forward. Yes. I agree. Once you start playing some of these better teams, I agree. The way that the Bears have been winning, it doesn't work. But I look,
they are due for an absolute hate. They're still going to make the playoffs. It's a good win, but they are due for an absolute routing where they lose by like 30 points.
They are teams. They're 7-3, and I look. I've seen teams before that were just like, I mean, hell, we talked about one earlier when we were making our picks that nobody believes in, right? In the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos aren't that good. They're 8-2, man. They keep finding ways to win. They've beat some good teams. The Bears could still find ways to win and beat some good teams, man. This team is 7-3 with 7 games to go. I'd have a hard time not believing that this team's going to be 10-7 at the very worst right now. That's 3 more wins the rest of the season.
Julianne, that's the most emotion I've seen out of Combs in a minute. How many screwballs did you have today, sir?
First of all, I haven't drank a lick today yet.
Screwballs. What's your
I haven't had one sip of alcohol yet today. I had a lot of it yesterday.
You lied to me. You said your finger was a gun.
Are you done?
You are and always have been. Penis cancer in human form.
Are you done?
Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys there.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Are you done? Are you done?
I wish I knew how to quit you.
You son of a bitch. Look, I drank plenty of alcohol yesterday. I have not had any today. Yet. I'm probably gonna have a drink after the show. After dealing with you. One
more Rick.
I think that this Bears team is good, man. And I think it's okay to say it now. I think that they're good. They're not great. I don't think that this team is a team that's still going to vie for a Super Bowl. I don't think this is a team that is going to be playing in an NFC championship game. But I think this team is good, and it's a good spot to be in with this young core. It's a good spot to be in to even just play in a wild card game and get some playoff experience. It's good to get your quarterback out there and finding ways to win. It's just it's good. And it's okay to admit that, Bears fans. It's okay. It's okay to think that the team's good. I don't think you're not going to get let down this year. This is not going to be a team that's 7-3 and finishes 7-10. This isn't going to be that team. And it's hard to process. I get it. I'm one of those people that it's hard to process for, but it is what it is. I mean, and I think that they prove it week in and week out. And at some point, you just are what you are.
Megan TV says, "Okay, Psycho. I'm driving Labatt. He's driving Blue Moon."
Just I think she meant drinking.
Yeah,
so you should probably stop.
Labatt is not a car, and Blue Moon isn't a car either.
You should stop drinking. Right now, Megan. So,
yeah, we're worried about you.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Or should we call her Marie? Could she be a Marie or Maria, or what's her alter ego? John says if Mike Fitz 37 was sitting next to Rye during the podcast, he'd be taking the mic down his throat. Hashtag going deep. I don't know why you wouldn't use deep throat there. The famous, character from the whole Watergate story. I don't know why. That's messed up. Man says no alcohol today. I smoked crack on Friday. I just thought I'd share. Is this a sports show anymore?
There's a couple numbers you can call to, I hope you get the help that you need.
That's messed up, man.
Doubting Thomas, what time are Mark Dowling and his Asian friend coming on? It showed in the Ravens game. McLeod is a bottom tier cornerback. Showed again on the touchdown drive, especially on 4th and 4. The guy can't cover. I get that, and I agree with you. The Bears are so depleted with injury, though, man. Like, who else are you putting out there? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, there's only so many people you can put out there. And it's, look, I hope Jalen Johnson comes. They opened up the 21-day window for Jalen Johnson this week as he returned to practice. So he's got 21 days to be added back to the roster.
You need him back.
You
need him back.
You need everybody to get healthy, man. You just do. And dude, and that's the other thing too. This team is finding ways to win, and they're not healthy. Imagine how good this team could be if they were fully healthy all year long. We've been missing Jalen Johnson all year. Imagine if they were fully healthy.
And they're missing their middle linebacker, TJ. He hasn't been on the field enough for me to remember his name.
TJ Edwards.
TJ Edwards, even though he had a great season last season. And you're starting to see it with Soul as his backup. I mean, they're really missing him too on this team, but Yeah, I mean, it's just I just get mad because you didn't have to take this roundabout whatever route around to get to the point you are right now. Like even in the broadcast, I thought when the broadcast was right was when they were saying both teams are kind of moving towards something better. And it's like Minnesota went to the playoffs last year. Like, how long have the Bears been moving towards this?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Jules says this is why you don't want the family chat in the group comments.
True. Do you think Megan TV was driving with LeBlanc Blue and Blue Moon?
I think what was she driving with both of them in the couple?
Yeah, I mean that might be what she's meaning. She's
We
driving.
don't we don't condone that. We don't condone that. I definitely have never done that. Definitely did not have a 40-ounce Stanley yesterday filled with rum and coke while I was driving to a high school football game. Definitely did not do that. I said I definitely didn't do that. What are you saying, oh my God, for? I didn't do that. If I had, that would be wrong. And
see the worst thing, well, not the worst. I was just about to say the worst thing about drinking and driving is that it's fun. That's not the worst thing. The death is the worst thing. But after that, Rick did that. It's true. I think we've done enough on the show. Can we go through the other games, or should we just end now?
We can talk about some of the other games. Look, it was some games, man. I don't think either one of us saw them going the way that they're going. Right now, the Rams are up 14-3 on the Seahawks. The 49ers are up 19-7 on the Cardinals. The Ravens and Browns are tied at 3 in the second quarter. And the Broncos lead the Chiefs 6-0 Kansas City just kicked a field goal. It just changed to 6-3 in the first quarter. Lions and Eagles later tonight. Panthers beat the Falcons 30-27. I had the Panthers. You had the Falcons.
I did.
Bills beat the Buccaneers 44-32. You had the Bills. I had the Buccaneers. I think, right? Or did you have the Buccaneers too? I can't remember.
I had the Buccaneers too.
Okay, so we were both wrong on that one. Texans beat the Titans 16-13. I mean, I really thought that the Texans would win by more than 3 points. But Davis Mills at quarterback, 26 of 41, 274 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions.
He's a good
Texans found a way to win. And we say that about the Bears too. So Texans found a way to win. They are now back to 5-5, back to 500, trying to find their way in that AFC South. We got the Packers beat the Giants 27-20.
Come on, Jameis.
The Steelers.
Couldn't you pray with him? Why didn't you pray with Jameis Winston before the game?
I tried. I tried.
You think him and Russell Wilson were praying before that game?
He didn't return my call. Steelers beat the Bengals 34-12. Did not see that.
You had the Bengals.
I did have the Bengals. I thought that the Bengals could hang. I was wrong. Steelers all over it, and it wasn't even because of your boy Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers got hurt in that football game. Mason Rudolph, 12 of 16 for 127 yards and a touchdown. 118.5 passer rating for Mason Rudolph in that game after Aaron Rodgers got hurt. And then maybe the shock of the day, right? The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Chargers 35-6.
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, the Chargers offense just did not make the trip to Jacksonville. I understand that it's an early game. It's cross country. Probably should have taken that into account when we made our picks. And I always hate when the West Coast teams come and they play a noon game. That's a 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. local kickoff for them. Never usually fares well for the West Coast teams, and it didn't today. But man, I did not. I mean, that was an ass kicking. Jaguars came out. They played their game. They did their thing, and they found a way. These late games, though, look, I would keep an eye on the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners and the Cardinals. Man, the Chiefs have not been able to move the ball really on Denver's defense so far in the first quarter. I expected that. 6-3 right now. I believe the Broncos have the ball. And then the Browns and the Ravens tied at 3 in a game where, whatever. That's just one of those games where you're just like, and even when red zone goes to it, you're like, what's going on in the other game?
Yeah.
I don't really care. Like, even if the Browns score here, or even if the Ravens score here, who cares? Who cares who wins this game? But, all right.
Looking forward, can we just take 2 minutes on that, or do you have to go?
No, let's go. Hey, we can go all night long, baby.
Is Aaron Rodgers ouchie?
I learned long ago to ram it just right. You can ram it all day and ram it all night. Ram it.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
Well, the Bears are playing the Steelers next week.
I mean, look, if Mason Rudolph's playing, I'd pick the Steelers. Because that's usually what the Bears look like when they go up against a backup.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, I think that this Bears team can beat the Steelers team even with Aaron Rodgers. I really do. I actually hope that Aaron Rodgers is healthy for next week. I actually hope Aaron Rodgers can play next week. Because I really love to see the Bears beat the hell out of Aaron Rodgers one week. But if it's not meant to be, and they're playing up against the aforementioned Mason Rudolph, then so be it. And you find a way, and you go out and you find a way to win that game. Don't lose that game. That's for damn sure. I'm trying to look up to see what the injury was.
No, I think you can beat the Steelers at home. You're right. Even with Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's going to have some kind of homecoming here. And then things do get interesting because you don't have to win a lot of these games. You go 8-3. I mean, that's quite a cushion. Then you got the Eagles, and yeah, you have a short week, but they have a short week too. And you have a lot of games at home coming up. You got Cleveland at home. You obviously have the Packers, but you play the Packers twice at home. You got the Lions at home. I don't know. I just think things are looking good for the Bears for once.
So I'm looking it up right now. It says Aaron Rodgers sustained an injury to his non-throwing arm, possible re-aggravation. X-ray in the locker room to rule out a fracture. If negative, wrist sprain with potential to return was his designation. I mean, look, it non-throwing arm. I don't know how much Aaron Rodgers cares enough about football to actually play injured, but he's always seemed like a tough dude to me.
And yeah, he likes to play in Chicago.
Yeah. In a non-throwing arm injury, I hope he plays because I would really love to beat an Aaron Rodgers led team, even if he is 41 and it's the Steelers. Really would.
Agree.
Here's the thing that we take away from today. Before we let you guys go, the Bears win. They move to 7-3, which means tonight's Sunday night football game between the Eagles and the Lions. If the Eagles win, the Bears are all alone in first place in the NFC North.
For more than 6 hours or 3 hours or 6 hours. Yeah.
For more than, for at least 1 week. First place in the NFC North would belong to your Chicago Bears.
Jeremiah says, oh no, that's the arm he uses to embrace his imaginary wife. I'm getting Aaron Rodgers. or his imaginary friends that he doesn't have.
Boy, oh boy. All right. That's funny. You ready to get out of here?
Yes.
All right. Let's go. Bears win 7-3. First place on the line tonight on Sunday Night Football. Eagles, Lions. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. I hope they can hang with that offense. I don't expect them to, but I hope they can. Rooting for an Eagles victory tonight. Till next week. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Tell your enemies. We'll see you next week.
It's gonna get better!